Give us 60 minutes and we'll give you Nelson Radio every Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. on KTLK AM 1150. With 29 years in the mortgage business and an array of top-level guests visiting the show, Nelson is in a unique position to bring you cutting-edge information on real estate, business, finance, and law. If you have any questions for Nelson or any of his guests, give him a call at 888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. Or check him out online at nelsonradio.com.
Nelson Radio.
Welcome back. This is Nelson Radio. I'm Nelson. I'm with my special guest host, Michael Fell, and we're at the Stump, favorite segment of the show, Stump the Experts, presented by Academy Mortgage, providing our market-exclusive close-on-time financing, actually accountability from your lender. That's something that those two words haven't been held together in a long, long time.
We need it, though, don't we?
We do. Academy Mortgage, developing to closing your purchases. Call me direct, 888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. We have with us now Mike Powers. He's the CEO of Greenfield Communications, and I was actually on the show a few weeks back, and there was a question that came up, and it was about the smart house. And in fact, this comment was made. She said this: "My home is not very smart. It does not know when to start my coffee or how to clean the floor. It has difficulty distinguishing between a roaring grease fire and a steamy shower, which makes it a good thing. It can't remember the number to call an emergency. The only interaction I have with the house is when I must dance the Macarena with the motion detector to get my outside lights to come on."
Now, was this submitted by my wife by any chance?
Yeah, I'm certain. And so we wanted to ask you, Mike, welcome to the show, first of all.
Nice to be here.
We wanted to ask you about the Smart House with your company, a fiber optics company that's bringing in that kind of technology to today's developments. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Yeah, and it dovetails in nice to your earlier segment about the home builder, the growth coming back. And it really is a way for home builders and property managers to differentiate their communities is by having a very high-speed fiber optic infrastructure. And that's what we do. And what that allows homeowners to do is to truly realize that smart home feeling. Many of the aspects of a smart home don't require a large bandwidth pipe to the house, but more and more applications do. So if you wanted to observe your security cameras, if you want to do different types of automatic meter reading, there's different things, or video streaming, you really do need a secure, high-speed fiber optic line. And believe it or not, many utilities are still putting in copper or coax. So if you're a new developer, builder, you really need to put in your fiber optic lines. It really future-proofs your property and your project, and it will allow anyone who lives there to have the full potential of a smart home.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you, coming from a guy, and I'm talking about myself, whose VCR still blinks 12 o'clock, and who still has a VCR,
Yes.
this smart house, how smart do I have to be to use it?
You know, it's interesting. The better applications are really geared to someone that do not have that technical ability. But for example, in my home, you almost need a software engineer to program some of these items. Now, if you have, the ability to do that, that's great. But for most people, you really want basic applications that are very user-friendly, that you do not need special software for, that you can navigate on, whether it's your iPhone or a tablet or a laptop. And so if you're in the market for that, that's one of the questions you should ask someone is, how user-friendly is this? Do I need any type of software or technical support? Let's say I get a new DVR. Do I need to call someone just to get that set up into my house? The correct answer is no. It should be very simple for you to install.
Is there this kind of forward thinking? Is it being applied already in today's developments, homes that have this central computer that's going to run all of these things, whether it's audio commands or what have you?
Yeah, and it really is. I mean, it used to be when we came into a project to bring fiber, it was just about that data connection to the house to future-proof it. More and more builders want to connect all those homes together, whether it's to monitor irrigation control, solar panels on the house, again, the meter reading concept, and you can therefore look at the whole sort of trend within the community And it can help with power consumption. It can help with energy savings, usage, especially more and more communities are becoming more green. By having everyone connected, you can realize many applications that communities could not do in the past.
Now, you have some recent redevelopment, I'm told, using your fiber optics in Dana Point. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Dana Point is going through a great revitalization. It's called the Town Center in Dana Point. And what the city council has decided to do, and Bill Breaux was sort of a lead counterpart on that, was to the center of Dana Point is going to be retrofitted, so Pacific Coast Highway and Del Prado, that were once one-way, will become two-way. It's going to allow for a lot of pedestrians to gather outdoor shops and cafes. And Greenfield, which is part of the town center, is going to provide fiber optic cable to each of those buildings. So it's going to allow business and services to have very fast internet, and we can tie things together for the city, whether it's cameras or items like that.
It's interesting. I just find it fascinating in the kinds of senses and developments that are touching the senses. Going back on the residential side, I was reading about how walls, they're constructing walls with the digital panels. And as you go into these rooms, they can set, obviously, the visual, but they can also pipe in then the audio of let's say, a wilderness scene, and even some of the smells. So you have all of these senses that you can create a specific environment, room to room.
See, and that's wonderful. I mean, the advancement is something that we should all take advantage of, and I was so glad to hear that even someone who's not real IT savvy, it can work for them too. I'm just going to state there too, from a criminal perspective, it's wonderful because there's so many security devices that can also be honed in. It's a great way to help protect your family and yourself. So
absolutely,
I appreciate that.
Sure. Yeah.
And maybe out of this, maybe you'll get a DVR that actually flashes 12.
I'm just going to call Mike Powers to come to my house
There
and
you
set
go.
it.
There you go.
Hey, Mike, thanks for being with us. That's
Anytime.
the CEO of Greenfield Communications, Mike Powers, bringing tomorrow's technology to today's development on the residential side and on the commercial side. It's great to be with you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm with my guest host, Michael Fell. We're just finishing our Stump the Experts, and it's been a very, very entertaining show. I appreciate you being here with us. This segment brought to you by Academy Mortgage, offering our exclusive close-on-time financing. Listeners, we want you calling us, asking questions, asking clarifying questions on any of our guests. You can reach us direct, 888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. Or you can always just text my name, Nelson, to 313131 to get a hold of me.
You know what? In wrapping up, Rob, I want to thank all of our guests. Our NFL quarterback, Jeff Garcia, who let us have some fun with him, which was a great time. It was great to have Sonia Lister from Jackson, DeMarco, Titus, and Peckham. She shared a wealth of knowledge with us. And our own BIA CEO, David Shepard. So it was wonderful. And then, of course, you just heard from Mike Powers. So that was wonderful having them all on the show. And we thank him for being here, Rob.
And thanks to you, my special guest host, Mike Fell, from the law offices of Michael L. Fell. And, of course, our producer, Phil Giangron. Thanks for taking care of us. We're going to be back on next week. It's going to be another fabulous show. We're going to sift through that white noise and give you clear direction so you can better understand what to do with real estate, with finance, with business, with law, and just hitting those issues straight on. Good sound counsel.
See you next week.
888-888-2136. That's 888-888-2136. Or you can click through at nelsonradio.com. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.
Nelson is a licensed lender under the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 331060.
This is Nelson from Nelson Radio, and it's important that we talk about a very serious issue. We had bad lending practices that led to the mortgage meltdown, but now we've got the challenge of deplorable customer service coming out of the meltdown. Bottom line, getting a new loan can be like pulling teeth without Novocaine. I've got the solution. Academy Mortgage and my team are injecting into the industry real performance and real accountability. Here are the facts. Appraisals in less than a week. Rate guarantees that can improve if the market goes down. Purchase transactions with our market-exclusive close-on-time guarantees and refinance transactions in as little as 30 days. Who would have thunk? Guaranteed rates and guaranteed performance from your mortgage lender. Call me, Nelson, an accountable loan expert for nearly 3 decades, direct at 888-888-2136. That's Nelson at 888-888-2136, 888-888-2136, or at strongcreditrewards.com.